Welcome back, everybody. This is Dale with Lackluster Gaming, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. Now, let me know what you guys think about the current blind deck challenge. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and if you've got any crazy decks or some gnarly stuff that happened in the challenge, let me know. Possibility we'll feature it on the channel. It's an interesting challenge. I think it deserves some attention. Let's get on with today's episode. So we're featuring a deck that has all of the cards that were changed in the recent balance change update. And so those cards are the Mega Minion, the Elixir Collector, the Poison, and the Tombstone, and the Lava Hound. Now the Mega Minion, the damage decrease was only 6%, so not really a massive nerf to it, but its hit speed was also decreased from 1.3, and it was increased to 1.4. So it takes just literally a tenth of a second longer for it to get that second shot off. So didn't really do too much. Now a minion or a Mega Minion on its own still makes its way all the way to the tower and gets 2 shots off. So not really a big change I'm seeing in that one, and it's still a very, very versatile card, and it will still probably remain in every single one of my decks. Now, onto the Elixir Collector. The nerf that they gave it the last update was way too powerful, and it was nice to see it removed and from all the top decks, and I think that was the initial point, but it was completely gone except for in J5's deck. He always uses it, but the production speed was increased from to 8.5 seconds from 9.8 seconds, and the lifetime was decreased to 70 seconds. So kind of a neat little buff there, and there's kind of neat little buff there, and also there was a little stealth nerf that Woody from Reddit Alpha pointed out, that if you have an Elixir Collector down and your Elixir bar reaches 10, it actually stops producing Elixir, so you don't lose it. So kind of a little stealth buff that they didn't include in the update notes. So the Poison is also in this deck, and look on screen, man. This deck is actually a lot of fun to play with. I was really surprised. I didn't think I was going to do as well as I did with it, but check this out. I'm just getting destroyed in this first match. I'm just absolutely roughed up. I've lost a tower, and half of my king tower is completely gone, but look at this, man. I'm going to make a huge comeback here and at least tie up the game. You'll have to stick around to see if I win or not, but I can guarantee you that I'm about to tie this up, because look at everything I got on screen, and that log is going to boom, and all those pups, and that archer. It was just perfect. So nice. So now we've tied up the match. Obviously, I'm still, way far behind. He's got 2 Elixir Collectors on the board, but we're going to put in a Lava Hound right up at the front, and I got so much other stuff from that last defense and push that he's having to defend hard, and that Poison placement was a little bit off, and I should have tried to get it onto those Elixir Collectors to kill them off a little bit early, but I don't think it really mattered, because my decision was to take out all of his defense so that I could do that and log it out and get the 2 ground victory. So really fun. Awesome. So let's keep going over some of these other cards. We got the Poison. The Poison we were just mentioned is now in the deck, and what they did is they gave it an increase of 10% to its damage. So again, when they nerfed it last time and took out the movement and attack speed, it was horrible. It became one of the most useless cards in the game. Now, maybe if it was 2 Elixir, it would be nice, but at 4 Elixir, it was absolutely worthless. It was a waste. I mean, you couldn't even kill a minion horde with it unless they were stuck on top of your giant, but then they'd have to be stuck there the entire time, and then they'd fly right out of it. So, and like on the Supercell website, it says that Poison needs some more damage to compete with other spells, specifically the Fireball, because the Fireball will take out most things, including, the 3 Musketeers and all of that, and the Poison used to be an awesome counter to the 3 Musketeers, especially if you used a log to keep them in the Poison. Now, that usually worked without the log, even when you had the movement speed and attack speed decrease, but we have to admit that that attack speed and movement speed decrease before was way too powerful. It made that spell used all over the place. It gave birth to the Goizen meta, and I am really happy that that's gone and it's not coming back. But I think we are going to see a big increase in the rise of the use of the poison spell. It's really nice. It's a great spell. So moving on, the Tombstone. We're using it in this deck as well. The spawn speed was decreased to 2.9 seconds from 2.5. So you get a few less dudes. That's pretty much it. But you know, one of the main things that I did to test it out to see whether or not it was going to be worthwhile, because the spawned skeletons. The only reason I ever used the spawned skeletons is to counter the furnace. It's the only time. It's the only thing it's worth it. Worth countering, in my opinion. I mean, I think I'm saying that wrong. It's the only thing that the spawned skeletons are worthwhile using against is the furnace, because it totally negates the 2 fire spirits that come out. Now, it's an awesome defensive structure for pulling hogs and destroying them, realistically, especially if you use an ice spirit with it, a mega minion, or a log. Any of those combos do great against a hog. They work well against the giant, but usually you also need the ice golem as well. But yeah, I really don't see too much of a change. You still get all the skeletons at the end, which is really what matters when the thing gets destroyed. The skeletons that pop out of it, the 5, those are what's important, to kill whatever just destroyed the Tombstone. So, moving on, the Lava Hound, the Lava Pup hit points were decreased by 1%. Not the actual Lava Hound, but the Lava Hound hit pups. The Lava Pups. Where the hit points were decreased by 1%, and that was just to fix an inconsistency interaction between crown towers versus lava pups at certain levels. So basically, once you had a level 4 lava pup, even a level 13 tower would take 3 shots to kill 1 lava pup. So basically, if you didn't defend at all towards the lava pups, they'd take 3 shots, 3 arrows from your arena tower just to take it out. So that was totally unfair, and it wasn't their intention to do that. So they decreased the hit points by 1% so that they would only take 2 shots to kill. So that's it. And this deck is great. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot like a lot of other decks. It's very much like J5's deck, which, you know, is an elixir-based Lava Hound deck. So it's a lot of fun. It's very fast-paced in the last minute, and it's one of those types of decks that you can't be afraid to lose a little bit of damage. As you saw in the first battle, I lost an entire arena tower and half of my king tower, but I still came back with a 2-crown victory. So it's really a great combination. Now look at this poison right there. It takes out those minions that fast. It's really nice. Maybe the buff was a little bit too much, but I was able to clear out everything so that those lava pups could go to work and almost take out that tower completely with 1 push. So really nice. Or maybe this is the second push, but you know, whatever. So we're gonna place the Tombstone down, kind of distract the Ice Wizard and the Valk, and we're gonna take both of those 2 guys out with the Archer. Luckily, we placed it down, perfect timing. We're also gonna put the Ice Golem in front to support the Archers, so that you know, basically they can all get to the tower. And look at this, he drops a giant skeleton. He focuses on the Archers while the Ice Golem takes out that tower. Doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it is beautiful. I love the Ice Golem. It's a very versatile card, and if you don't have it, get it. Work for it. Definitely work for it. So we're gonna look at this poison. Takes away all the minion horde. Log away those, you know, boom, done, easy. And this guy barely even touched my tower. Now this is like in the middle of a grand challenge. I think it's like at I think it was match 6 or 7 or something, but this deck took me extremely high. I think I got to 11 with it, but these are some of the really nice matches that kind of show the dynamics of the deck all together rather than just spamming the Lava Hound for a win. But this is really good. There we go, another 2-crown victory, everything else going towards a King Tower, and that's it. I mean, it's a good deck. I think the balance changes were good, they're welcome, they're necessary. Let me know what you think about them in the comment section below, and also, again, let me know what you think about this rolling background behind me. Do you like it? Do you love it? Wonder Brad gave it to me, or gave me the idea anyway. He does it on his channel. Link for him is down in the description, and check out either one of these videos for all my older stuff. And if you like it, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, I love you.